Next question comes from Simon Smithers, and it's a really interesting question. And here it is. How does Amazon treat different URLs in its own internal backend processes? So the different URLs are a straight to listing URL, which is this, as you can see. It's just www.amazon.com/DP/ASIN number, which takes you to the product detail page like this. So that's just a straight to listing URL versus a storefront URL. So here is a storefront URL. Let's just here we go. Storefront URLs right here. So I'm on the NetRush website. I'll show you how to get there in just a second. I should just show you how to get there. So how to get there, let me move this out of the way. I've got a tiny little Mac screen, not like my big MacBook that I normally have. So just go to sold by, that brings up NetRush and you get to see their buyer feedback, which is great. And if I go to a NetRush storefront, there you go. So now everything from NetRush, and now if I type in, what's the search term for that? Canine DNA test. Let's just copy and paste it. There you go. Now that URL there is what's called a storefront URL because it takes me directly to this page where I can then, as a customer, go and buy the product. So that's a storefront URL versus the last one, which is via the Amazon search box. So just arriving at Amazon.com, typing in canine DNA test, and then going and buying the product, okay? So that's the 3 different kinds of URLs that I'm gonna talk you through tonight. So let's start with the straight to listing URL, which is this one right here. I'll give you it so you can see what the hell we're talking about as well. Send to all, there it is. This one is, and this is going to be true for all different URLs, and there's so many different ways of bringing traffic, potential customers to your listing on Amazon, and different URLs suit different purposes. And the direct link, for me, that works really, really well with doing Google AdWords. So I use it for Google Ads all the time, and that works really, really well for Google Ads. And because Google does not like me to use storefront URLs, it just wants the direct listing to straight to the listing, okay? So if I'm doing Google Ads, I use a direct link like that, or I use a landing page and I go through it that way. I don't use storefront URLs because Google doesn't like them. So the bottom line is Amazon will monitor what is happening before somebody arrives on this page. That's what their bottom line is, and that's true for all different URLs, okay? So if a customer clicks on your link from an advert on Facebook or from a Google AdWords ad, Amazon really, really likes that. It doesn't matter what sort of link you're using, they really, really like that. Now, who's got any idea at all why Amazon would love you using outside traffic sources like Google, Facebook, YouTube, Bing, Instagram, things like that? Who's got an idea why Amazon would like that and reward you for that? Your new customers. That's exactly right. It's new customers. So that's what Amazon really, really likes. It's not anything to do with backlinks. That's a completely different thing. This is new customers for them, or potential new customers anyway. And so Amazon knows their metrics. They know their lifetime value of a customer. And so they reward you exponentially for bringing them new customers. So there's that. And the way they reward you is via increased ranking in the search engine results page, which is all SEO, search engine optimization related. So if you do that, they really, really like it. Doesn't matter what sort of link you use, but if you do use a direct to product details page link, like you have to basically when you do Google AdWords, then again, you'll be rewarded for that, okay? And the reward, if you use a direct link like this, is spread out across all of your potential keywords that you are indexed for, all right? So there's that. That's the first one. Next one, storefront URL. Now, a storefront URL is something that was very, very popular a couple of years ago. Not so popular now, because if you abuse them by sending shitloads of traffic through them, Amazon will actually shut your account down. So you need to be very, very careful how you use them. And my advice for that is pretty simple. If you've got 5 different traffic sources like Google, Bing, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, then only use a storefront URL for one of them and rely on other forms of URL for the others. Usually you'll be okay if you do that. And anywhere outside of the US, they are much less stringent in applying their terms of service as well. So why is this important? Why is this a good URL? Well, pretty simple. What this does, or tries to do anyway, is to trick Amazon into thinking that somebody went to your storefront, which is where we are now, typed in the search term, and then clicked on the link. And therefore, you can see that's carried that link across. So now it's carried that search term across. And therefore now, what you're telling Amazon, or trying to tell Amazon, is that search term, canine DNA test, is important for this product. That's what you're trying to tell Amazon. And that's why we use a storefront URL. Again, the way that will be good is if you don't abuse it and you use it for outside traffic sources. That's how that will be good. Final one. So this is the ultimate. This is the ultimate way Amazon loves this to happen. So what Amazon's looking for is a customer to arrive at Amazon.com and say to themselves, I want to get myself a canine DNA test. So canine DNA, like that. And now I'm going to hit search. And now looky. Here's the Amazon's choice for that. So I'm going to click through onto that. I'm going to read a little bit about this. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh yeah, I like that. I'm going to read some of the reviews. All the reviews look good. Yeah, that's great. Okay, that all looks in order. Now I'm going to check out and buy it. So that process is the most natural way of ranking your products on Amazon. So if ever you can engineer that, you should engineer it. The process is called search, find, buy. So you start on Amazon, you search for something, you find your product, and then you buy the product. That's the most effective way out of all the things we do of ranking your product, because that is what Amazon wants to happen. That's the most natural way that this can possibly work. So the more you do that, the better. Of course, that's much more difficult to engineer, but that's what Amazon's looking for.
Hey, Neil here. Just before you go away, that was a question that I got asked on my regular Monday night Q&A session, which I have with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. So if you're interested in joining us as an Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, then you can click on the link below to find out a lot more about that. And also, as a special thank you for watching this video, I've got a great book that I want to give you for free. It's a current bestseller on Amazon, and it teaches you everything that you would need to know about starting a business here in Australia on Amazon. So you can see that just up there. So if you'd like to get a copy of that for free, then again, just click on the link below and you'll get a copy of that. You'll get taken to a page where you can get a copy of that for absolutely free. Hope you enjoyed that little snippet from one of my Aussie Online Entrepreneur Q&A sessions, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel and also like this video. And if you've got a question that you would like answering, then post it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer it, whether on one of these videos for you or directly in the comments directly below. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on the next of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs Amazon FBA Australia videos. See you soon.